So I decided to remove the spark plugs on the Honda CBR F3 1996 and pretty much got them all through, and I just want to inspect them and replace if necessary. So one technique that I use for your information is if the your spark plug socket is not able to physically remove it out of the remove it from the hole there, I just connect a fuel line, or a piece of rubber fuel line, and attach it to the tip of the plug, spin it on there like so. If you can see with my light, there's the fourth wire right there as to relation, fourth cylinder, and then gently should come right out of the hole, just like, well, well, it came out of the hole after I lifted it off the wire there, but that's what it is. It's just sitting right there like that. And the model number for the spark plugs per factory is an NGK model. Probably can't see anything with this poor light, but it's an NGK spark plug, and it's a CR9EH9, and it looks just like this. CR9EH9, and I could tell the previous owner had been in there in the past. The bike only has 12,000 miles on it, and he had labeled the spark plugs with he labeled the spark plug wires previously. I went and relabeled them, and like so. This is number 3 for the number 3 cylinder. Just so I know where I'm going. And then I actually put marker on the cylinders as well. You might be able to see 1, 2, and 3, just so when I put the plugs back in, I'll hook the wire to the right, spark plug wire to the right plug. Other little tidbits of information: if you want to get at this at a fairly without banging your head, you want to move the DIA, the direct air intake. Again, the previous owner had, I'm sorry here, it's going on the fly here. It's going. The previous owner had either broken or attempted to glue this on here, but these disconnect from the direct air intake. Doing this all one-handed, and so I'm just gonna do what he did. I'm just gonna re-glue this, but you don't need to break them off when you're moving the DAI from the air box. Little things to note also is, and this is per manual, to take this DAI, the direct air intake out. It was immensely easier trying to fish around the spark plugs, because you don't have enough room, in my opinion, to do it without ease. So I basically just want to drop the radiator, and it's just 3 bolts, and I can actually show you that. There's 3 bolts, one right here, one on the other side, which looks just like there, and then there's a center bolt. Disconnect the fan connector motor switch from right there, and then I took some rope and tied it to the triple tree as I lowered it down. And the DIA just has a couple of bolts on top. DAI, I'm sorry, has a couple of bolts on top that you disconnect, and pretty much it just fished right out. If you work methodically, you could probably have this thing out in about 20 minutes, 25. It was my first time. It took me about 30 minutes. But again, just have a plan of attack so you're not breaking things. I technically could have gotten that fished out, the DAI fished out, without breaking that, but I just didn't see it because I was kind of trying to move quick. So the dictum is slow is smooth and smooth is fast. If I remember something one of my old buddies used to say to me. Slow is smooth and smooth is fast. Work with a method. Think about what you're doing. You won't break something. Luckily, it was just, I'm just going to press that in there and just put some rubber sealant around it when I put it right back in the bike. So anyway, that's just some FYIs, guys, girls, that I do to try to get through things and inspect and repair items. After I put all that stuff back together, then I'm going to put the carburetor back on the bike and hook all the the air lines back up, throttle cable, and all that good stuff, and should start up sooner or later once I make more time. All right, guys, have a safe motorcycle riding day, and really, just take care of yourselves out there.